Broadcasting from the Vancouver Convention Center in British Columbia, Solutions Review is on location at the FME User Conference 2022, the peak of data integration. Brought to you by Safe Software.
I'm Doug Atkinson, and we are here in Vancouver, British Columbia at the FME User Conference 2022, and we are joined by a longtime partner of Safe Software, Terra, Christian Heisig, Mark Döring. Thanks for being with us.
Good morning.
Thanks for having us here. Morning.
Good morning. Christian, why don't you give us just a little bit of a history of Terra's relationship with FME and Safe Software, because I know you've been a long-time partner.
Sure. We started our business in the middle of the 90s, and in the beginning we built our solutions on top of SV technology, and we always had the problem to bring in data because you never start from zero. You always have data in place. And then we had a project with the German waterways, and they were decentralized, and they planned to build a new centralized database for all over Germany. And then we did some investigation and found FME, and that was a big game changer. So we used it for this project, and after that we became a partner of Safe Software. So we are a long-term partner now.
Yeah, no, and that's been a universal theme that we've heard as we've been covering this event, is how long the partners have been with FME and Safe Software, and how successful they're doing. So let me ask you, Mark. I understand you're presenting an example of some of the work that you've done here.
Yeah.
Tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, it's about SAP and SV technology, unifying both worlds of these technology leaders. And yeah, of course, we are using FME technology for the data integration. And yeah, this is a real-life example done by SAP itself. And we did the data integration part in the background. And it shows a power outage in Berlin with different service managers in Berlin around. And then you can directly see if a power line goes off, which customers are affected from this outage, if they are commercial customers which you would like to directly inform, for example, or if you would like to inform all of the customers in your customer database. And of course you can see all the different managers around on the map, and you can directly calculate how long it would take to go to the power line to fix it. You can fix their skill match to the problem which exists. So it's a very streamlined workflow, and it shows how users and how companies can benefit if they put their data together. And this is, in the most cases, our goal, to connect information which is distributed in organizations. And in many cases there are accounting departments and GIS departments, and they are totally independently working their things, but it's not connected. And this is what we do: connect the data, connect the information, and create streamlined workflows on top of these data and information.
Yeah, it's I think what we're hearing as well, and certainly what we've seen at Solutions Review in our data integration site, is that the spatial aspect of FME is really a game changer and an incredible advantage for the partners.
Yeah.
Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, that's true, because this is unique. Nobody else does have it. So we do a lot of spatial work, but also non-spatial, and I think it's changing over time, or it changed over time. So in the early days, we only did spatial data integration. Now, because we have a huge customer base, people find out that they can do different things as well. So they go out of the spatial niche and use FME for different things. For example, statistical information. You can do lots of crazy things with Excel spreadsheets, for example, we saw yesterday in the plenary. So I think that's key, because this is the USP. But on the other hand, it's also good for things outside of the spatial world.
Yeah, so it really brings into, because it's such a unique element, and because it creates the opportunity to do more sophisticated programs, it really brings in the service layer to add value, and ultimately is why I think maybe the partnerships are doing so well. Would you agree?
Yeah, totally. So what we do at Terra is we offer spatial discovery days for our customers, and the goal is to bring people together. So it's not only about a data silo, it's in many cases it's a people silo. So SAP and Esri, for example, analyzed the customer database, and they found out that they have a huge overlap, but the customer itself doesn't know about that. And then they thought, okay, might be it would be good to bring these people together, and then we can bring the technology together. And of course, they started with the technology, and now we, as a professional service company, are doing, the next step. We are bringing the people together and help the people find out where's the same information. In many cases, they store redundant information, the same information about a customer in different databases in different departments, which is bad for the quality, and it costs money maintaining all the databases. So it's good to connect the information. You have one leading system for a specific information, and this system can push the data and the information using FME in the background to other systems, and it can directly use there.
That's great. So tell us a little bit about what you get out of a conference like this. So you've come all the way from Germany. It's kind of nice to get back and face to face, and we certainly appreciate that. But tell me a little bit about what a partner gets out of coming to a conference like this.
I think the main thing is community, right? We had the partner meeting on Monday, and we do all the same things. And the most important benefit that we get is exchanging ideas, talking about the things that we do, learn from each other. I think that's key. And over the past 2 years, we saw how bad it is if you only have virtual conferences. And sometimes it takes a beer in the afternoon or in the evening to,
You're talking my language.
Yeah, it is. That's the way it is, right? You need to get in touch with people directly, face to face, and have a good time with them, and then you get a better exchange of the things we do.
Yeah, no, I think that's absolutely true. One of the things that I've found is just having breakfast in the morning before we come over and do this, is the people that sit with you. You get to know. I've actually, yesterday I sat with a couple of people that we were going to interview later that day, and it's, you're right, you can't replace that with virtual interactions. It's really that organic, spontaneous meetings. Tell me a little bit about what you've gotten out of this in the last day or so.
Yeah, as Christian said, it's meeting people, and for myself, it's a huge motivation to see that people around the world doing the same thing, supporting customers, do have the same ideas behind and exchanging ideas. And I think Don said it yesterday, so data integration seems to be like a catalyst or filter for good people. So I think everybody has the same mindset here.
They've really developed a nice culture.
And this is so nice and motivating for myself, and I try to motivate afterwards my team with that. So this is really helpful for us, I think, to go ahead, push the technology and the ideas forward. Let me add.
Plus the reconnect to SAFE, because both companies, Conterra and SAFE, grew a lot in the past 2 years. So there are many new people and stuff that we don't know, and it's a completely different interaction if you know someone face to face instead of just having a phone call before. So that's the other thing that we love, to get in touch with the SAFE people and get the most out of that.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. And actually, I in preparing for our interview, I see your picture, I see your bio, but there's just no substitute for being able to chat.
Yeah.
So it's great. What do you got planned for, as we kind of wrap things up, tell me a little bit about kind of what you're looking forward to for the next year with Conterra.
Oh, next year it's an exciting year for us, because we do our own conference, FME conference.
Oh, great.
It's called FME Days. Everybody's invited to come there as well. There are so many Europeans here, so it's maybe not a long way. And that's one thing. And it's growing like crazy, right? I think nearly 95% of all projects that we do at Conterra involve FME in the beginning, because, as I said, data is always in place. You just need to deal with it. So next year, I'm pretty sure we will have cool new things to show at FME Days, right?
That's great. One last question for you. We asked this for a lot of our guests. any advice, a single piece of advice that you would offer to a potential client or a future customer about thinking about taking their data integration to kind of the next level? Everybody's kind of doing something. A lot of it is homegrown, a lot of it is kind of rudimentary. But would you offer any advice about before they pick up the phone or send an email to contact?
Yeah, I would say the most important thing is trust. So trust on the people, and trust on we say we are a technical advisor for our customers, and we want to trust them. They have to trust us, that we push projects forward, that we do things together. And yeah, the technology is important, but this is the thing which is really needed to have successful projects from my point of view. And then
you need the chemistry, right?
Yeah, and then you can work forward.
With the team.
Yeah, and yeah, this is what we always try. We are open, transparent to our customers, and we want a very long and strong relationship with our customers. So
outstanding.
Yeah.
Well, thanks very much for swinging by this morning. We appreciate the time. Best of luck with the rest of the show, and best of luck for the rest of the year.
Thank you very much, Doug.
Thank you very much.
Thanks.